Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, honor goes to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles at Great Millstone that taught us this truth. Salutation, all Yakin pushing this word day in and day out, man. Got the news, got the news, got the news. I mean, this holds dearly to me because I used to work at this place as a security guard / bouncer, whatever you want to call it, right? You know, I done seen, let's just go back in time, man. All right, I got a friend in the world, of course, right? He started doing security probably maybe 3 years before he came here. 2 or 3 years, not too long, right? And he's told me, he's like, hey, man, you know, I guess they must have been short staffed on guard. He's like, hey, I need some guards or whatever. You know, you down for it? So I was like, man, this is this is when I first joined the camp, maybe first couple of years. So and it's not far from my camp either, like 3 blocks away. So I was like, man, I gotta think about it. You know, in my mind, I'm like, I gotta pray on it. I gotta think about it because this is a dangerous job. It's not like, easy behind the desk job. I could literally offend the wrong nigga and lose my life doing it. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I was like, I know the Lord got me. I know the Lord with me or whatever, right? But at first, I was like, man, let me just think about it. I'm going to get back to you. So, I casted a lot. And then I went against a lot because a lot said, don't do it. You know, I was like, heads, I do it. Tails, I don't do it. So it hit tails. But then, I meditated. I prayed on it. And the Lord was like, man, you know what? Just go out there, man. And, try it out. It don't hurt to try it out because I could easily quit. Because this was like a part-time job for me. I already had a full-time. This was a part-time job, right? I think I only worked 1 or 2 days a week at the most. Sometimes three or 4. If it was a shutdown going on at my job. So I said, fuck it. You know what? Just jump out there, right? So... I tried it out. At first it was weird because, mind you, I'm in the truth. And I ain't been around niggas in a while. So at first it was kind of weird, right? So I had to get used to this shit. Then I got the hang of it finally. All right. But, first, I was being very wrathful too. You know what I'm saying? But then, I learned how to be patient with Jake, man. I just put that wrath aside, man. But, I'm glad I did it because it made me more confident even in this truth, man. In every walk of life, man. I done seen NFL players, not just players, like Hall of Famers walk through these doors. Come up in there. Same thing, NBA Hall of Famers come up in there. And and you know what? They staring at me. Why? Because I got the spirit. Power Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, man. All right. Through the spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? I believe I'm a man of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Okay. So, scripture says ye are the light of the world. So they saw that light within me, man. And I used to look up to these guys. I loved the NBA growing up as a child. Same thing with the NFL, man. As a child, like, man, I'm make it to the NFL. You couldn't tell me nothing. But, the Lord had different plans. He brought me in His truth. So it says K Street Staple Barcode as officially shut its doors ending the run that began in 2012. And I think I first started there. It's 2016, man. 2018. I was from 2018 to right before the pandemics. So 2018 to 2021, I was here damn near every weekend and shit working, So the Lord got me up out of there. But when I got up out of there, the first owner I liked him, man. He was like a Persian dude. I believe he was a Jake Israelite foreigner. It's like a kingpin looking dude, bald head, rotund, 300-pound looking dude. And I actually liked him, man. We had our little, skirmishes, but he all in all, he was a good dude. He let me be me. That's one thing. always respect about somebody. Just let me be me. Just like I let you be you, let me be me. He let me be me. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to wear crazy security type of stuff in there, gear. And then the, the the owner that I liked, he got into some tax trouble, so he had to sell this shit. He sold it to a nigga I never liked, and his not directly him, but his partners. He had some partners, some rich Ethiopian niggas who put up most of the money, and he probably put up a little share, but he was part owner, right? And I never liked this dude because I remember when I first started working there, he was like a promoter type of, party event type of guy, right? Greek, of course, right? Kappa, I think this nigga was. And I remember when I first started working there, me and him used to like chest bump each other, a lot. And because you try to like walk through me, and I'm kind of strong, so I'll say hell no, I'll just back his ass down, like you know what I'm saying. When he try to walk through me, I'll back him up, and then he'll walk around me. But then like my man that got me the job, my boy, he's like, yeah, just be careful with him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the type to probably snitch on me, get me in trouble. So I stopped doing that. I just let him be. But once him and his peoples, bought the place, I remember he had some weird rule. Basically, the rules he was making for the guards was everything I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Which it wasn't nothing sinful or anything, but he just didn't like my style. So he thought I was too much. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Hey, who do you think he is? He's just a guard. But people don't know that. Hey, we stick out as a sore thumb, man. Us men of the Lord, man. Starting with our apostles and elders on down, we do things differently, man. Through the Spirit, man. We do things way advanced, even in our day-to-day work, man. And this was one of my day-to-day jobs, man. I remember coming here hundreds of times for work, right? But now it's the end, man. The end of an era for DC nightlife, man. This was just a bar/lounge, right? And it says DC. Look at this post right here. In a nutshell, DC nightlife died with Love, H2O, Zanzibar, Palladium, etc. I think I've been pretty much all these spots, man. Yeah, DC nightlife been dead for a while, man. Even before I started doing security, I just happened to catch the tail end of that as a guard, man. And like I said, I met some good people, even good people that played. Of course, they caught up in Esau's web, but even good people that done played in the NFL, NBA, man. Certain brothers that I met here. I call them brothers because they treated me like a brother. They treated me like I'm supposed to be in the locker room with them. But there's certain Jakes, that I met here way back 2019, 2020 that's still playing today, man. Why? Because, hey, man, they were sincere with me, man, So the Lord will bless them, man, all right, with a lengthy career and whatever they like to do, man, right? Which is, that NFL shit, man. Even though it's best for them to get up out of that, but, that's all Jake know, man. So, it's a beautiful thing when I got this update, man, because I'm pretty sure I put curses on that. Especially then, I was young in the faith. You're younger. I'm still young in the faith, but I was younger in the faith then, man. I probably put curses on this place, and the Lord finally let it come to pass, man. And this is right by the camp too. So all them niggas that partied there, man, out of 2/3 got marked. There's a lot of niggas I put in the spirit realm from when I used to go there or work there, man. This is Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place, man. All right, so folly is in great dignity, man. This bar right here got 2,000 likes, man. I mean, a lot of people knew about it. It was in a great location near Metro, and so forth, man. All right. I think a nigga actually died too here before I started working here. I think I did a video on it. It was a Israelite foreigner, Jake. He looked like an Asian, but he was a Jake. I think Vietnamese looking guy or Filipino looking guy. He ended up getting stabbed in there, man. you know. And it's still, and Jake still was going back there, man. All right, like this is how exactly how it looked when I used to work there too, man. You know, I remember seeing that wood like every time walking up in there, man. You know, so hey, man, it's nostalgic, but beautiful news, man. Cause hey, y'all Bashim y'all shot fight all our battles. I ain't go back in there wanting to fight. I remember after I got fired, I only went back one time. You know, one time, man. You know, and that's all I needed to see, man. All right. Like they still owe me money. They still owe me like a few $100s for like anywhere between $200 to $400 they owe me. Because the new management didn't pay the tab, man, of the old workers or of the old business. The old owner's salary, man. Hey, when you pick up a new business, you supposed to pick up them old tabs, and they didn't even pay us for the money we were owed since we worked them nights for free. They was making excuses. Oh yeah, you'll get paid next week. And that next week ended up being a couple months. So hey, it's good news, man. Call law y'all by y'all say the mirth is ceasing. It's Isaiah 24:8. The mirth of tabrets ceases. The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the harp ceases, man. So all these bars and clubs and lounges, cabarets, restaurants, whatever you want to call them, you know, because all that's the house of mirth for real. So I used to have my poker face, my serious face. I done had a couple people say I look like I'm about to kill somebody. Because, you know, we angry because, you know, we seeing Folly setting high dignity. We see Jake at the bottom but still rejoicing and shit. You know, Jake used to look at me weird too, and then like, is that him? You know, is that the brother that be teaching? They shall not drink wine with the song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it, man. So, hey, man, you know, your champagne bottles and shit, ace of spades, your Moets, all that's gonna be better to you niggas real soon, man. You know. And that's the spirit, because the ultimate barcode is going to come in the form of a chip, man. All right. It's just right in downtown DC, man. I remember taking many trips down here, man, to work, man. And I was like, man, I knew the Lord's going to get this place. I thought, you know, what's it going to be? And they going to shoot that shit up. What kind of judgment the Lord's going to bring upon this place? I knew judgment was coming. And now they saying they announced their closure, man. They bankrupt, man. You know, it's a non-performing asset, man. You know, somebody said, damn, the whole DC is closed. It was always a vibe, good time. That's what people are always looking for, a vibe, man. You know, I done met some of, even not just Jake, I done met some of the thickest IG models you see in here. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't my thing. I wasn't going after them, man, you know. So, hey, everything's closing here in the DMV, which this is a well-to-do area. The city of confusion is talking about America, Babylon the Great. Mystery Babylon is broken down. Every house is shut up, that no man may come in, man. So this place is broken down. It's aired on every angle, you know. Amusement parks, Six Flags is closing here in Maryland. Amusement parks are going out of business. These are sown places. People don't got money for this shit no more. People don't got money to go out and party no more. People don't got money to, hey man, when a sandwich costs $20, people don't got money to spend $20 on parking, $40 on parking, going out, you know. People don't, man. Bottle service, sections, VIP, you know, doing it for the gram. All that shit is out, man. It's played out. All right. This is beautiful, man. But bodies drop. When you mess with men of the Lord, bodies drop or businesses get shuttered, man. You know, so the Lord is visiting this place, man. There's a crying for wine in the streets. Yeah, because real soon it's about to be a famine of the word, and they gonna be crying out, man. Like, man, where them brothers at? It was right by Barcode. It was right by, what's the other club over there? Shit, I forget the name. That's how we. I've been there before too, like in the world, coming into the truth. Fuck, what's the name of that club, man? It's a big club right there. It's still open now. I can't think of the name. It's a cry for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone, man. All right, the mirth of the land is gone, man. Yeah, that's what it's called. The park at 14th. You know, that's what the shit is. That shit is still open. You know, and that's what Jake do, man. Jake, they used to club hop and bar hop. And here it is. One club ain't lit, then Jake go to the next club on the next block, then the next block. But all that shit's going out the window, man. You know, the mirth of the land is gone, man. All that folly, which we rejoice at that, because really, we when Jake was saying, I look like I'm about to kill somebody, I'm about to, you know, I look like, yeah, man, not to be fucked with. That's because, you know, we are vexed, man. That's the vexation of the spirit, that righteous anger we got when this, you know. And when I used to come in there, like, you know, not to put myself in high regard or esteem, but you know, Jake could know, okay, yeah, that's him over there, man. You know, don't fuck with him or anything, you know, because I ain't never had, uh, of course, I had a breakup fights, but I never had a fight for me or, you know, somebody say, I'm gonna see me out. Of course, yeah, you be having your little death threats, but none of it was really personal. You know, they'd be mad at somebody else and then end up being mad at you. You know how Jake is. But I never had nothing personal, like one on one, see me here or meet me outside. Or I remember one time, or not even one time, it's happened at least 2 to 3 times at minimum. Like I remember everybody's car was broken into but my car. You know what I'm saying? I was the only car on the block a few times. I ain't get touched. And niggas Jake's looking at me like, what the fuck? You know, why that shit ain't why me but not you? You know, because y'all are part of the congregation of the dead, man. You know, we're part of the congregation of the living, man. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai. All right. So yeah, I got this good news, man. You know, which I definitely hated that Greek nigga. I mean, hated him in the sense of like, man, you a nigga and the Lord's gonna destroy you type shit. And I hated him personally, but just what he stands for and his spirit, you know, he's just off, you know. Because you gotta, the same way you love, you gotta hate too. You gotta be balanced, man. You can't just love everything, you know. Which I was merciful with that dude, but he showed he hated me. So, hey, scripture says, make your face hard against their faces, man. So, hey, the Lord hit him where his hurts the most. It was just his pockets, man. Here it is. This man shut down for COVID, took a hit then. And now he's just shutting down for good 3 to 4 years later. And I remember the Ethiopian nigga that bought the place. I remember I used to call him Papa Shango and shit, man, because he's just an old demon, you know. So the mirth of the land is gone, man. You know, and that's a beautiful thing, man. Seeing the Lord handle our enemies, man. You know, like I said, I try to make amends with all them guys, but hey, they don't want to make amends with me. So hey, yeah, this is the judgment of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, man. And it's gonna come throughout all these cities, man. You know, because I'm not the only brother that bounce. You know, I believe Apostle Ricard used to bounce, man. All right, he knows how that shit work for sure. He even mentioned it. And the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. So all the leaders of these people are people that cause them the air. They about to go down. Because this guy, he was high up in that Greek shit, that I had an issue with, that I had an art with, man. Which really, he had an art with me. I don't have an art with people until they have an art with me. Which really, they have an art with you. How about Shimmy outside, man? All right. So I'm going to end it there. Till next time. Shalom.